Hello guys, so in this video I'm going to show you how to create this simple text and image design in Photoshop. It's simple, so let's get straight into it. Alright, so to first create this, you need a background. The background here is black, so I'm going to fill my background with black. So to do that, I come to fill adjustment, fill adjustment layer here. So then I'll choose solid color, and then the color right now is black, so but I'm just going to go a little bit on top of it here, then this way. So I'm going to choose this black, and then I'll offset it into my workspace. All right, the next thing I will have to do is just type in my text. So I go to my text. Right now the color is black, but I'm just going to change it to white real quick so that we can do that. So I'll just type in the text. So the text, just type in my text. The text right was design motif, so I'm just going to type that separately. So design, all in caps, so design, design, like that. And I'll change my font here. The font I'm going to use is Futura, so Futura. Right, so I'm going to choose this extra bold font, this one, and then I will increase it. I'll scale it up to this way. This is fine for me. And then I will just bring it to here. I'll just make sure that it fits in my guides like this. So make sure it fits my guide this way. I think this way, yeah, this is fine. Alright, then I would just duplicate this by just holding down Alt and then dragging it down like this. Alright, so I'm going to change the design to motif. Alright, design. So I now have design motif. Alright, I make sure that it doesn't exceed my guide, so like that. Alright, this is fine. This is fine for me. Just drag them to be this way. Alright, the next thing I'll have to do is bring in my image. So I go to my resource, and this is my image. I'll drag the image into Photoshop like so. Alright, and then I'll just rotate it to how I want it to be. So I'll press on Shift and then rotate it so that to be rotating 15 degrees interval, like that. I think this is okay. Now let me scale it down this way, and then I'll place it right here, okay. And then the next thing, I'm going to duplicate this, so Ctrl J or just Alt and drag to this portion of it. Then I'll align it like this, but then I want this side of the this side of the sneaker to face this one. So what I will do is just press Ctrl T, and then I will have the free transform to free transform, and then I'll right click, and then I'll flip horizontal this way. Yeah, so it has been flipped, and then I'll just place it like this and make sure it is in my guides like so. All right, after this has been done, I'll come to this motif text. So for the motif text, I'm just going to apply some effects to it. So I'll come to my effects here, and then I'll come to stroke, choose stroke. So the stroke right now is 10, stroke of 10. So I'm going to change the color to white. Alright, the stroke color to white this way. Alright, so okay, let me just maintain that color. So this way I choose the color from here. So you can see the stroke has been applied. I'm just going to change it to white this way. Alright, so you can see it seems nothing has been done to it. So I'll maintain the stroke at 10, and then I'll just press play. Alright, it seems nothing has been applied. It is because the opacity and the fill. So the fill here is 100%, so I'm just going to decrease the fill to 0. Alright, you can see that the stroke is now showing very well. Okay, so what I'll do next is that I'm just going to apply the same effects. Let me just duplicate this design. So Ctrl J to duplicate it, and then I'll make sure that it comes on top of the sneaker layer. Okay, so let me bring it on top of the sneakers. So these are so let me quickly group these two sneakers. So I'll group them and then I'll name it sneakers. So sneakers 2. All right, so this particular design is on top of the sneakers. So I'm just simply going to copy the effects from here. So right click and then copy layer style, and I'll come to the design text, right click, paste layer style. So you can see that the stroke has been applied to the top design that I created. All right, so I'm just going to simply decrease the opacity to somewhere 50, just this way, so that it will be looking a bit so like this. What I can also do is change the stroke color. So I can just come to stroke here, I can come to the effect, so I can just double click on this stroke. All right, it will come up, and then here I'll just choose the color. So when it comes up here, so color, then I'll just choose the color from here. All right, you can see that the color has been applied to it. You can increase the opacity so that it would appear more for you. All right, so that is it. So you can also just link them so that anytime you are moving around, this design wouldn't be distorted. So you can just click on the top design layer, you come to the down one design. Whilst you are on control, you click on that, and then now you link the two. So right now the two of them are linked, so anytime you move them, anywhere you move them in the workspace, they are linked like that. Yeah, so that is it for this design too. So I'll be waiting on your assignment as well. Thank you.